Another thing that we would see a lot is confusion about what children should be eating in between meals. And the first thing I would say is that once children are over really the baby stage, they really don't need a whole lot of snacks in between meals. Most of them really can do breakfast, lunch and dinner with no problems. Some of younger children might need them, but I think we need to stop this idea that every child must have a snack mid-morning, mid-afternoon and so on. So as children get older, really once they're hitting maybe 3 years of age, don't be offering snacks unless they actually need them. So a child needs to come to you and say, I'm hungry. And the trick there is to offer them the piece of fruit, because if they're hungry, they'll eat it. And if they're not hungry, they roll their eyes and they walk away. So it's one thing to look at. And sometimes, certainly if children are getting close to a meal, they'll be cranky for food. But if you can hold on, they're more likely to eat their dinner with that. So what to give for a snack? So if a child is looking for something to eat in between meals, always offer something healthy, simply because children might not be hungry, they're just fancy something out of the treat jar, so they're looking for the chocolate or they're looking for something like that. And an occasional treat really is no harm, but use a snack as an opportunity to give them something that's a little healthier. So fruit is going to give them one of their 5 a day, a piece of cheese maybe for some calcium, just look at something like that, but really check, are they genuinely hungry before we automatically hand out food. So if you're struggling with a child who really refuses to try new foods, there's a nice technique you can try with a lot of children, often with foods. It's not that they don't like them or they've never tried them, it's that they're unfamiliar with it, so it feels funny in their mouth. And often what you're trying to do is just get them to take even a little bit of it and get more familiar with the food. And a simple way to do that is to pick the food you want to try and just serve them up a small portion of it with their main meal on a side plate. So maybe 2 or 3 pieces of carrot, a couple of peas, so just something very small. The important thing is that you don't make any comment. You don't say, here's the peas, or you don't, whether they eat it or not, you don't say anything with it. And very often, after a few goes, it takes about 16 goes, the children often eat it because they've had a chance to look at it, smell it, maybe play with it a little bit and get to know the food. So they're more likely to try and pop it in their mouth at that stage. And children, often with fussy eating, there's a little bit of drama going on with the parents, and if you're just not engaging, sometimes for them the drama goes out of it, so they're more likely to try and eat it.